Hello, everyone. Welcome to MikeysReality Episode 8. Here's all the topics. Let's get it. I'm going to let y'all know already. Episode 8 and beyond. Every episode will be dropping on Monday. And then after that, I'm trying to put, not all the clips, I'm going to put majority of clips on YouTube Short, on Blue Sky. Follow me on there, YouMikeyJ. YouMikeyJ, YouMikeyJ. So follow me on there on all social medias. The ones I'm on is Blue Sky, YouTube, and TikTok. I might come Instagram. I don't know. Depends on if they start being better. Let's be honest. So, like I said, these are the topics over here. And let's go into the episode. So, everybody knows there's madness happening. But my madness started with going with Kentucky to win. I have two brackets though. So one is for Kentucky to win. Kentucky got eliminated today. But my other bracket, Michigan State to win it all. So definitely I will put in my Final Four on there, so you see that at the end of the podcast. So make sure if you tune in at the end to learn my Final Four. But Michigan State's on there. So that's for the men's one, and it was exciting. It was amazing. Everything was competitive. So shout out to the people that beat Kentucky. Shout out to the people that, ruined my bracket. But congratulations to y'all. So I hope y'all have an amazing run, and good luck to y'all. And then let y'all know this is the new mic. This will be on TikTok. So I got the new mic on there, and it's lovely. So hopefully it's recording everything I'm saying right now. If not, then I'm about to restart this bad boy again. So hopefully they're recording it. What else? Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy, y'all. Our podcast was Not podcast, my bad. That NBA NCAA March Madness was crazy. So then we have a new day today. The men's and all that, but let's go to the ones we really want. Is the women's, and y'all gonna learn on this channel. I'm a big Longhorn fan, and no pause. I want the women's to win. I want the men's to win. Men's to make it. So I'm going for the women's. We will win the championship this year. Okay, we will try our best to win the championship. I'm gonna let you know my Final Four, but I think it's USC in there. USC versus Texas. If not, then I know which one. But Juju is going to be hard to beat. Juju is one of them ones. If you're watching it, Paige Becker is one of them ones. I mean, you go on and on. But we got one of them ones on our team too. So it's going to be an amazing March Madness. It's already been. Right now, my bracket is at 98% or 93%. I have to double check. But I have Vanderbilt and they lost to Oregon. So congratulations to Oregon for coming out and just proving me wrong, or proving the people that picked them wrong. But when I picked this, I'm just like, hey, this is my predictions, and it's just a prediction. But congratulations to y'all. So that happened. What else? But no, not really that much, because it's still like we're still doing it every day. But I just wanted to make sure, we come on here and then I promise I'm gonna keep it. But definitely, I can't wait to y'all see it at the end who my Final Four is for men and who my Final Four is for women. So definitely for that. What else? Let's go into the next topic in the sports. NFL, and Brandon Cooks is signed with the Saints. Other people are signed with other teams as well. But the big news are coming. Jameis Winston is with what team? Jameis Winston signed with the team, the New York Giants. So congratulations to the names Winston. Are they still going to pick up Aaron Rodgers? I don't think so. After Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes, for some reason Aaron Rodgers is getting traction. Like, if I watched the previous videos, the clips will be coming out today for all majority videos from the last episode and for this episode as well. So we're going to just combine them all for you. But I don't get why Aaron Rodgers this much attraction. I can understand in his overall career, Aaron Rodgers is one of probably the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But the last recent years, because we're talking about most recent, what have you done for me lately? He has been trash. Don't get it. So, but some people could rest on the stuff that they did in the past, but not what they did in the present. Don't get it though. So, makes no sense. But Aaron Rodgers, it seems like he's going to the Steelers. I don't get it. I've been peeping that the kid from the quarterback Jalen from Alabama, Miro. I'm butchering the name. My bad. I'm sorry for that. I hate when people butcher my name. But him, I didn't talk about him on the last podcast about it. He's to me you can develop him into be one of the best quarterbacks. I think he is like Jalen Hurts, probably even the speed wise could be like Lamar Jackson. He's a very intriguing player that if you got the right team, the right veterans around him, that he could become one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That's my opinion. It could be somebody else's opinion, but I think he has that, and he should stick with quarterback. Don't let nobody change your position. Stay firm into where you are, and you are a quarterback in this league. So if Steelers are trying to go that route, I think they will keep Russell Wilson and then go after the kid from Alabama, and that would be a great mix-up. He will learn from a great veteran, and he will, make sure who he is be one of the best. So hopefully they do that route. If they don't do that again, Rodgers can get tricky. So I'm just be honest with y'all. And then what else? I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. If y'all don't know that, y'all will know that now on this channel. I'm a die-hard Carolina Panthers fan. I've been since I was a pup. I'm glad we finally got a coach that. And we had a coach years before, like Ron Rivera. I feel like he's a better version of this, and I think he can take Carolina to the championship and win it. So we have a great coach, David Canals. And if I pronounce your name wrong, I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna call you Big Dave. So we're gonna do. We got Bryce Young, we got JC Horn, we just resigned. We got so many pieces. I think Jalen, people are talking about him, the route running. He'll be a route running savant. When you watch people talk about people route running, he's gonna be up there with the route runners. I think Xavier Leggett is gonna be one of the best route receivers in the game. This is come from my fan hat. My fan hat is totally fucking on. Tommy Tremble is gonna be one of the best. Sanders is going to be one of the best tight ends. We got one of the best running backs, top 5, top 6 running back. Wherever you put him in the category, he has to be in your top. Chuba Hubbard. And then we got Rico. We got so many pieces. We got Lyman. We got Robert Hunt. We got this. We got all pros, Pro Bowlers, dogs on our team. And we're going to see this year. So that's what we're just going on around. My team. I just want to say, Carolina this year could be one of the best teams in the league, and Bryce Young could win Offensive Player of the Year based on the way I feel like his third year. This is what it was second year last year. His third year probably from third year and now will be his best years ever in his career, from third to all the way to the end of his career, to the end his career, wherever his career ends. I think Bryce Young figured it out. And when you figure it out with that level of processing, that level of thinking, and everybody knows, to me, I've been told the NFL game is a 90% mental, 10% physical. And I felt like he figured out the physical part, and now he can tap into his mental. And everybody knows from high school to college to now, he's one of the greatest processors. I would feel like at the end of his career, he's going to be up there with Peyton Manning with the processing. The way he processes defense now, and the way he has a coach that believes in him and believes in his talent, don't care how short he is, don't care how small he is, but he got that heart of a lion. Not even heart of a lion. He got that wolf in him, got that dog in him. He just got that animal in him to win it. And that, to me, we got a a quarterback, and we had Cam Newton before. And, you know how I felt about that. The way he's been acting lately, like okay, questionable. But Bryce Young would be, I would say, 10 times better than Cam Newton. That's just my opinion. I don't understand any comparisons, but I think Bryce Young goes down as the greatest Carolina quarterback of all time. So you can hold me to that. Just you hold me go up there with the Carolina's corners, like what Chris Campbell's, what Ken Lucas. If you know I'm a diehard Carolina fan, so I'm gonna talk about Deshaun Foster. I'm gonna talk about D'Angelo Williams. I'm gonna talk about Davis 48. If you know, you know. Okay? Dan Morgan, I know about Dan Morgan. And I know about Steve Wilkes. I know about them. This is why I bet Moose Muhammad. You can just, I'm a diehard. And maybe once, you know about Jordan Gross. You know about that. You know about Ryan Killer. You don't know about that. I know about that. Because I'm a diehard. So let's go on that tangent that we will be winning the NFC South this year. Hold me to that. Okay. Next topic. NBA is heating up. We know we get into these last games. I think these last 20 or 15 games, I might be wrong. I think 15, 20 games got left. I might be wrong, but that's perfectly fine if I am. Because I don't know. I'd be watching NBA, but I'd just be peeping. You know how it is. Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the two best players in the league, hands down. Two best players in the league now is Jokic and Shai. And I put Jokic over Shai because the body of work. And if Shai has the same body of work when Shai wins the championship this year, then I put him over Jokic just because of the equal. But like you can't go wrong with either or. But Shai is showing the fuck out. Shai is probably one. Shai is the top two greatest players right now. He's up there. I put it really goes to me. This is my category: Jokic, Tatum, and Shai. I'm gonna put Shai 3. I say Shai top 2. Shai's top 3. Shai's number 3 only because I feel like Tatum has the ring. Tatum has the stuff, and he won all this. So if Shai wins the same amount, Shai will be in my top 2. So it just depends on like if he wins the championship this year. But Shai deserves the MVP. I know Jokic is having an insane. I mean, he's having a ridiculous season. Look at all the stats. You can look it up yourself. I don't have to tell you. Just look it up. The man is playing out of his fucking mind. Jokic is. And guess who else is? It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, this man walks in with a presence. Yeah, Jokic walks in. And then when they both are at their peak, it's just like watching beautiful basketball. So shout out to Shai for winning MVP. I'm going to say it already. If you haven't put your money in, put Shai as MVP. I will be shocked if he doesn't win the MVP. I'll be shocked. Unless he averages 0 points in the last 20 games, that's the only time I'll be like, okay, you can compare. But Shai deserves it. What else? You got LeBron. I think he's still injured, but you got Luka playing out his mind. You saw what he put up. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He put up tons of points. Austin Reeves is up there. I mean, it's becoming like such stuff is becoming a reality because the way Luka plays and the way LeBron plays is so dangerous, and they play similar. And they play at their pace. Like you can never stop Luka going to the basket. Luka do anything he wants because you play at Luka's pace. Luka never plays out your place. And you have LeBron that's going to one of the greatest players of all time. He's pushing one of the greatest players that could be in this generation of all time. And then you got Austin Reeves that has that bag in them. And they could become very dangerous. But Golden State Warriors, don't forget about them. They got Draymond, they got Steph, they got Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler turns into a different monster when it comes to playoffs, just like Steph Curry. And you got that. I mean, it could be West Coast season right now. So we'll see. Houston, dangerous. Houston, gosh, Memphis, dangerous. I mean, West is loaded. The East, you got, Cleveland, you got Boston. Then you got Milwaukee. I mean, you can just keep going. Detroit showing them. You know how I felt about Detroit. They better than it was last 10 years. Detroit's balling. So it's gonna be interesting going to the playoffs. And I'll give you my playoff prediction when it gets closer to like, okay, we're in the playoffs. Let's see who's gonna win. This podcast will be a little bit shorter than the rest. I still consider podcasts. I'm still talking 15, 20, 30 minutes. It's not podcasting unless it's more than 15 to 20. Okay? That's in my opinion. Because to listen to a motherfucker talk 15 minutes is a lot. So, based on that, it's going to be crazy. WNBA is coming back. NHL is in the full effect. Baseball, I'm be honest with you, I do not watch it. Golf, I do not watch it. I just don't watch it. NHL, I better watch it too. Let's be honest. But I'm trying my best to get more into the sports and all that so we can talk about these topics that's going on and try to learn these players and learn their stories. To me, it's not enough stories told about these players that's on the NHL, that's on the baseball, because we don't highlight it enough. And if we want to push that sport into another, we gotta highlight them. But to me, this is my top 3 sports, and I can put top three sports. Oh, I made that sound. I just wanted to. Top 3 sports to me are the NFL, WNBA, WWE. Okay, WWE is entertainment and sports. Still got sports in there. When I put WWE up there, that's because the shit that's going on. Have you watched Cody? Have you watched John Cena? Have you watched Justin Hill? Have you watched Seth Rollins? Have you watched Randy Orton? Have you watched Kevin Owens? Have you watched the storytelling that's going on in WWE? Those are the 2 top greatest entertainment and sports right now. You could put the NBA number 4, NHL number 5. You could put baseball below, golf even below, but those are the top sports. You can put soccer up there. Now, I haven't gotten into soccer. I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't gotten into soccer. So soccer is the top notch and all that. I would try my best to learn those players. But these are my opinions, and I haven't watched the sport enough to really understand the sport. Then I'm not going to give you my opinion. But when I start learning the way y'all learning, and start from the basics and then work all the way up to the elites, then I will get y'all my opinion with that. But those are my top 3 entertainment sports. So, guys, we're going to the topic, my favorite topic. And the rant one, y'all gonna see those clips and all that, and y'all ain't gonna like the way stuff I'm saying. But you know where I come from. My favorite topic, I don't have to say it, y'all say it for me. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's fucking get it. So, my rant for today. Simple. Why do I have to explain something that's so simple? Like, why do I have to explain that I don't fuck with you? Why do I have to explain that I don't like when you disrespect me? Why do I have to explain that I don't like you when you disrespect women? Why do I have to explain that I don't like you because you're homophobic? Why do I have to explain that I don't like you because you're sexist? Why do I have to explain that I don't like you because you're ableist? Why do I have to explain something that's so simple? If I'm telling you that, you should understand that where I stand, where my morals stand at. And trust me, it didn't just take me to get it. It took the way I was raised, the way I grew up. Y'all will learn over the episodes, and hopefully when we get to the 1,000 follower mark, y'all then get to more, and then get to 10,000, get 20,000, 100,000. We're looking up. We got millions and millions of people following us. Hopefully, y'all understand me through these podcasts that I evolved as a person. In order for a person to evolve, they have to understand what they came from, and I came from all that. So, for me to change that, that means I'm telling you I changed. I'm not that same person I was before when I was younger and listened to people and had people influence my thoughts and the way I like and the way I feel. The way I feel. Because, the worst thing you can be is somebody, the worst thing you can be, the worst positions you can be in is when somebody can have you in a trigger. Like they can press a button and they can be like, you know what? I can press this button and I can turn you into a weapon. And I've been in those positions that people turning me into what their beliefs and what they saw, and I expressed that. And not my apologies. What I can apologize to people who I assaulted and all that, but it takes the work. And I genuinely, to me, I'm sincere with it. I truly apologize to anything I said, anything I've been disrespectful on those topics when they came to certain individuals and all that, because I was in a state of mind of just being that. But I don't condone it anymore. I'm not that person anymore. But I don't expect people to accept my apology. Unlike the rest of the motherfuckers in the world, I don't expect people to accept my apology. I expect people to accept my actions and let them know that I'm not that person anymore, and I will never be that person anymore. And I fight every day and every second and everything in my breath to not be that same person I was when I was younger, when I was that. And there's no excuse. You gotta change, you gotta evolve. So when I hear people go out here in this world and go out people in the way that people position themselves, in the way that people that the way they move and the way they disrespect people all off a law that other people created for them. What do you see outside of the environment that you're in? Is there something bigger? Is there something better? And I think something is better outside the environment that you live in. I think it's better for you to evolve as an individual, understand to not give a fuck what other people do unless it's harmful and detrimental to society. Not detrimental to the belief because you heard it from your mother, because you heard it from your father, because you heard it from somebody that's higher up that you think because you went to a certain church, you went to a certain belief, and you all that, and now you're damaging that person, you damage that individual because you place yourself in, oh, I'm bigger than everybody. I'm higher than everybody. I should force you to believe in what stuff I believe in. You should never do that. You should accept for individuals for who they are and what they present to you until they change. If they present you like a piece of shit, that means they're a piece of shit. At least I know ahead of time and you're not faking it. They present you like they're great and they're evolving individual. They're just trying to learn from their mistakes. You should take that. But if they pretend to be fake and all that, and that's all they are, and that's who they are for the rest of your life, at least you know now, so you don't have to be around that person. I've been in those situations, and I still catch myself being in a situation because I'm like holding on to the belief that people will change, but I have to learn in my life, and we have to learn as individuals that people will not change unless they want to. It's an addiction out there in the world to be with society, and you should be with society with your own. You should have your own mindset and realize what's right from wrong, and that's wrong from right. Because you think the wrong stuff you're doing is right when it's not. You care about individual sexuality, you care about individuals, the way they act is ridiculous to me. And you need to unlearn that. And when you unlearn that, you will start seeing that unlock. You will unlock that. So what I want y'all to do right now is to unlock that individual that's been inside you that you know that can be great with you. I'm a learning progress. Okay, I'm a learning person. I'm a person that's wanna be so green that when you look at my videos that I might mess with, I might say that, I might say this, I might say that, I might go off on rails, I might go off on rants and all that. But I want you to know this is me, and that's all I can be is me when I make these videos. If I try to be somebody else, then I'm pretending. So while we sit here and live in a society, we need to treat people better. We need to treat women better. We need to treat gay people better. We need to treat ourselves better. We need to treat people that don't have the same privileges we do. We need to treat them better. Because if we don't treat them better, then what are we doing in society? We're not moving society forward. I mean, it's so easy to fight, but it's for me, when I see it around just the universe, it's hard for you to connect. I understand that people have to grow. I don't expect people to grow at my pace, but I expect people to still grow. And that's what I want. That's what I want for me, and I want for everybody else, is just see your growth. To see the person that you look inside the mirror, you look up, look in the mirror, and you realize, like, I'm that person. I'm a person that changed. I'm that person that had that person that went through that. But understand person that went through something can overcome something. This is what we are. Um, we're meant here to be growing. We're supposed to be plants. We're supposed to be that tree. That supposed to be that seed. That we're supposed to be that seed that grows into that tree, and that tree creates more life and more life and experience and all that. And the way to water yourself, the way you present yourself might come off as, oh, you fake because you like this, you like that. Nothing's wrong being, when people say geek, nothing's wrong being a nerd, nothing's wrong being different, because that's who you are. You're different, and nothing's wrong being different. And I think as we look at us, and I fall to it too, as I look at these Instagrams and I look at this TikTok and I look at this Twitter and I look at these people having these cars, these women, these this, and you feel like I don't have that. But then you have a loving partner. You have a foundation that people around you that love you, that those rich, those wealthy, those individuals try to, not even try, they will trade any time in life, anything in life, to be you, because you have that support system. Ask any of them. They would trade their life for yours. If you have the supporting cast with you, you don't have all the money you have. You just have money. You don't have all millions of cars and all that, because that's who they find themselves to be. It's just the image, and that's somebody that's, you being a cloud. People can look at the clouds, and the clouds can change, but they're still a cloud. When people look at the light, it's still light. But when somebody look at something empty, all they're looking at is the emptiness. And when we put these emptiness inside of, like, the TikToks, the Instagram, the Facebooks, the we put the see, people look at the product but don't look at what's inside the product. We are the inside of the product. We are the individuals that they want to be. So when we start becoming this, when we start becoming that individual, they want that. See, somebody will always knock you out your spot because your spot, you haven't put somebody wants to take you out your position because they know, okay, if I can take them out the position, then you will know the value. I know the value of myself, so people try to take me out that position, and I'm fighting for my position because I have a right. We're all fighting for just being who we are. But I want you to be who you are. So if you click on this podcast and you click on everything I'm talking about, at the end of the day, I want you to be who you are. And if you are a good individual, and if you are a person that wants to see change and all that, then you need to fight for it. Nothing comes easy, nothing comes free. See, they put freedom aside. They put freedom and they keep preaching freedom, but yeah, we preach freedom, but we don't tell you about the work. It's the work for the freedom. It's the work to be the individual, to be yourself, to be who you truly are. And to me, when I look at you, you are a beautiful human being. You are a gorgeous human being. You are a fearless human being. You are a gentle human being. You are an emotional human being, because that's who you are. Don't let nobody take that away from you, because people in society will take that away from you and make you feel like you're empty, you're alone, nobody wants you. But somebody out here, never have to say it, somebody's out here, they love you. And this is me talking to myself. They truly love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy this podcast. This is the end of the segment. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to make this channel not for me, for you. And I'm out.